big deal to have them with us.
True.
And again, as I mentioned, such a learning experience for everyone. But that's a conversation for another time, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, the action has begun. And here we go. The pistol round of Inferno underway. We have God's Reign starting on the CT side. And True Rippers, who are playing STs, have just gone with the all-in fast execute down mid. And they're pushing to take control of the arches. But look at where GuardiaN is. He's pushed all the way towards second mid. And on the A side, there's going to be a lot of pressure felt, but it's going to be a quick retake being brought in by God's Reign, and I hope True Rippers are going to be prepared for this, because there's the first kill. It will be traded out. The site has been cleared up, but here come the CTs pouring in from A short.
That's all you need again. But the bomb has already been planted, so GuardiaN needs to make a move smartly as well as swiftly. Got to bail out the player who's also playing in the paid Ghost. Fighting the initial contact as well, and that's GuardiaN. He needs to win out the duel. They've already lost one, and it's going to be another push from Crazy Gamer up from the apps. He's going to go in the balcony. Should be bailing out one more shot, and yes, he gets it. And it should be a good and easy defuse without any problems. GuardiaN also having full 100 HP along with his Kevlars. He's going to be taking that into the next one.
Yeah, I mean, saving that, I wonder how much damage that Kevlar has taken, because GuardiaN did avoid conflict for a long time in this round, and especially, I mean, considering he was pushed in all the way through bedroom, I mean, towards second mid, I think that gave a lot of information, especially that early apps control from God's Reign gave them a lot of information about that push down second mid. And even though True Rippers, they pushed in playing anti-flash, got that trade onto Cloud as well. They didn't expect 3 players from the CT side to be present on A shot so quickly, and as soon as that plant happened, they had no time to transition into post plant. But let's see, a little bit of an advantage from God's Reign, but it's a pause buy coming in from True Rippers. Doesn't seem to matter to GuardiaN as he connects a nasty little shot on kennyS with that scout.
You always see him pulling off that scout. Oh my god, but this timing could be impeccable. Could not connect the first one, and now he's just going to concede the space. No, he's already got one. Oh my god. If he pulls another quick scope like that, I am going to lose my mind.
Yeah, I mean, so will the player who actually takes that nasty hit. Again, I mean, True Rippers, they need to make this force buy work. A lot invested into this round, and haven't really gotten anywhere past T-Ramp.
That is true.
There's one player lurking in second mid, but no map control. And look at the amount of aggression from the side of God's Reign. They're pushed in all the way deep into Banana. That is so much presence that they have. And it's going to be a long pressure on the player playing logs. It's fired up, finds the first, looks for 2 more, and gets both of them. Crazy Gamer and fired up. They make that tandem setup on Banana work quite nicely.
Crazy Gamer just firing a few extra shots to try and grab all the attention. And on the back of it, you already saw Fired Up going in for that amazing peak. Getting a good 3K for himself. This one opener by the scout, landing in that headshot. Yeah, we have seen time and time again how well GuardiaN is firing those headshots with scout. It just seems that he's found more success with scout than the AWP. I don't think so. Not literally, but come on, in terms of those headshots, this is nasty.
I mean, we saw an insane flex from him in the previous map. This round should be a pretty easy one. Nothing but pistols in the hands of True Rippers, and it's a calculated raid from God's Reign as well. They've read the economy. Look at that. Oh. Yeah.
All right.
It evens out the playing field, GuardiaN. kennyS, the nasty shots with the Deagle, whiffs a few. Gets pinned down in T-Apps.
Yeah, that is indeed true. But look at the amount of damage he was able to do. Getting 2 of the weaponries off of their hands and still taking a few players. They've got to invest in those Kevlars yet again. So that's some good economical damage being done. But it all comes down to the same thing again. That God's Reign getting so much map space so very quickly is basically a problem for True Rippers. Maybe they could try and bail out a few utils towards the Banana, try and show some presence and get the rotation away from A in order to try and re-clear that entire area.
Yeah, I think it's time to slow things down a little bit. It's just been all-out aggression from True Rippers every single time. And even this round, look at that. Already pushed up to logs. GuardiaN. If he gets his first kill, it's going to shut down any thoughts that True Rippers might have of making a play in Banana. GuardiaN sees one, takes the shot, whiffs it completely. But Finn, quite lucky for him, finding that trade onto McKills. Although now the second shot again missed. This one might sting God's Reign a little bit. Finn still on site. It's just one smoke That has completely shut down the aggression from the side of Tees. But look at the radar. While there was a massive distraction on that banana towards B side, the Tees have decided to switch things up and they're slowly looking to clear A. But God's Rain, they haven't really bought into that fake.
I love this call. I really love this call. A double fake being pulled out. And now they're again going towards banana because they already posted a player up there. Dice Dealer was making sure the control is theirs, and as soon as the smoke phase, they're just gonna barge into it. They still got a good amount of utilities remaining, a few extra flashes, a couple of frags. It should very well be a solid execute. And it's just one player.
There's one more rotation from the CT side. It has happened. One player playing CT spawn.
Smokes.
Smokes laid out to cover that angle, and as soon as Finn peaks, he's gonna be taken care of. GuardiaN, he's positioned quite deep into church. Needs to be a little careful. 3v4. But they have all the advantage they could want, and kennyS, an important frag onto Clouder, clears up CT spawn. Not a lot of options remaining for God's Rain. They have to fall back and save this op.
Oh, that's a nasty shot coming in, but yeah, he's got to be ready for the aggression. It's going to be pulled up, but I love the respect that's being shown. No one is actually pushing up to finish him off. At the same time, fired up as well, all the way towards A. He's going to be 100% saving. M4 in his hands, and the AWP has been taken away. And it's going to be stolen away too. Why does it feel like kennyS was the one who was giving out the calls?
I think he might be right now. Considering after the momentum shift that happened in the second half of Overpass, he might have failed to take control of the reins, make sure that the players are a little bit more calm, composed, and focused on every single round. Because it was a drastic shift from 12 to 4, dragging all the way to 39. But look at that, double op, what we expected from God's Rain.
Again, a banana push coming in. A lot of flashes, mollies being used up. This should be the first pick already, and yes, it is.
Oh, McKills finding 2 important kills for his team. Now this is big, but how will God's Rain react? That is also important. What? Both of them, they smoked the smoke. Same position. Yeah. Now that's your teammate, you don't want to knife him, for sure.
Imagine Dice Dealer having a jump scare and he fires a few bullets right onto the skull of his teammate. And then he's like, why did you fire to me? He's like, why were you pulling a knife in my face?
I think if that happened, then definitely a lot of questions and words would have been exchanged between the players. Nice shot. I don't think Cloud even realized how that connected, but now it's GuardiaN, a survivor from the CT side.
He'll save it. The economy is just in shambles.
Yeah, I think his cam is not moving anymore because we just see him sitting there with one hand on his chin.
I mean, that's how legends are, you know? Don't use one of their hands.
Oh man, 3-2, true rippers. Well, a comeback has been initiated, but this is going to be an important round, just an op to work with for God's Rain in this round. Not a lot saved from the previous one, and the economy has been shattered completely as well. McKills, I mean, this man is just phenomenal. One of the most consistent players we have seen in the group stages of the draft, and even on LAN, he's proving that he still has retained all of the skills, all of that experience that he has from the past days of CSGO, and transitioned it perfectly into the new scene that is forming CS2. This time he's not gonna whiff, he connects. GuardiaN finding defaulter on banana, looks for the second, and he's getting aggressive for this one, too eager for that kill. And kennyS picking GuardiaN off with just a nade.
Oh my god, this would have been a jump scare for McGill out there.
Oh!
3 people, oh
What?
my god!
They recovered one AK, they converted it to 2. So much map control gain from God's Rain. In what was an eco round, they lost an op early, but still now they return with a numbers advantage. C4 planted on B, and God's Rain, they're moving for a retake.
That was such a good smoke as well, pushing Dice Dealer back, but he still finds a positioning, and that lineup should give them the cue as well where the last player is, and the wrap-up is just perfect. True Rippers, even though they were surprised out there in mid, were finally taken down.
Such a phenomenal start from God's Reign for that round, and still they mess it up. And I think from the hand gestures, I mean, we can't really listen to what the players are saying, but from the hand gestures from kennyS and Defaulter as well, I think both of them, the IGL and the Legend on the side of True Rippers, just making sure that the players are calm. Like, right, lads, we'll keep ourselves in check this time. We have the equalizer, but we progress steadily around at time. Look at this. He's not going to stop. You can't stop him. You can pick him off multiple times on the same position, but he's still going to push you.
That's the kind of player he is. And since the moment True Rippers pulled that banana aggression,
this is going to be interesting. He has one man boosted on towards Shed on the other side. And that's a spot usually we're going to... Yeah, that is what I was about to say. It's always going to be two players there. The crossfire is set to block mid completely and deny it for True Rippers.
That is true. Just a few warning shots being fired. Making sure that there's no one pushing up out there. But look at the stack. True Rippers have not yet committed the C4. So they still want to find out where the stack is. They want to find the information and get a pick first.
Information exchange about the player playing under Shed. And one man was spotted towards Boiler, but apart from that, first kill of the round, it's going to be kennyS picked off in mid. He was trying to push the smoke, move towards Arches, but the Execute just stopped in its track. And look at this, 3 players from the T side looking to push apps, but it's going to be GuardiaN waiting for them on the other side. Finn kicks things off quite nicely on B side, picking off the lurker kills. But now the T's, they have been spotted, and GuardiaN is going to look to go big. Looking for the first kill, fails completely. He's going to be shut down by Default, who finds the second, fired up as well out of the picture. And all of a sudden, True Rippers, they had 9 seconds on the clock when the C4 was planted. And they've turned around the round. It's a 3v3. God's Reign, can they retake A?
Seems pretty difficult. Crazy Gamer needs to go crazy, and he finds one. That's the first opener that we were looking for, but he also needs to find the second one as well. Goes in for the utility. A lot of angles to clear, and he could not see them. Dice Dealer again in the pit, in the perfect spot. Now it's just down to Finn. He's going to be tugging his tails back to go in for that save.
Not a lot of options left. Has the op recovered, and it's a high value investment, so you better walk away with it. But a good round from True Rippers, I have to say. Commendable round. Mikhail's spotted out late in the round towards B. I think distracted God's Reign maybe just for a second. But even though Finn was able to get that kill on Mikhail's, that slight distraction was enough to allow the players to move in from from A apps. And GuardiaN, I think, had he found that first kill on the initial entry, things could have been different. But as soon as he went out and Defaulter found the second player on towards Shed, it just completely gave the A side away into the hands of True Rippers.
Yeah, that should push GuardiaN back. That's a shot.
It's the only weapon again that they have, the op.
And as soon as they've noted the position, I think so they're going to call the rotation to at least activate the players on the other side. I love the way how True Rippers are now playing. So well connected, but GuardiaN is just one step ahead of them. Realizing where the op was spotted, there are going to be a few trades back and forth. Still, the advantage being kept by the side of God's Reign, and they can potentially recover a weapon now.
It's going to be interesting now, because True Rippers, they might think that God's Reign, they're forced, but it's just that one SMG which has been converted into that AK and the op on GuardiaN that's left. And True Rippers, they're going to try to move towards this A side, need to be a little bit more careful. Oh no, just a few pixels. The barrel of his weapon spotted out, and it was enough for Dice Dealer to... Well, Dice and Slice fired up. Finn out of the picture as well. GuardiaN, the last survivor. And again, simple move, save the op.
Is it? They've got enough creds though. They should be able to reinvest in the op. But nah, yeah, GuardiaN just looking for a few exits. The question is, will he be able to find some? They're just playing ring around Rosie. Yeah, it's gonna be a safe. Good call. It's a very good call indeed. And Again, the True Rippers have found their opening, showing in some
Yeah.
presence towards the banana, playing in slow rounds. That's all you need.
Whenever you have experienced player on the other side and players with a lot of well, top 0.1% of the player base is basically what I'm talking about. This is where players like Kenny and GuardiaN have spent their entire careers, right?
True.
Being in the best circuits. And when you have these sort of players in your lineups, you know they're going to be big brain players. But the problem with big brain plays is if the entire team is not on the same page, things get too complex.
Yeah.
But when you slow things down, it's much easier to communicate every single detail of how you want certain executes to go with your teammate. And I think that is something that True Rippers can rely on. On the other side, God's Reign, I think it's going to be a little bit of individual performance being popped in from GuardiaN. 2 important op kills on Banana. There's the third on kennyS. Finds the fourth. Defaulter as well is going to be defaulted. But the last man Ghost is lurking in mid. Is it going to be an ace? No! Ace denied. It's not going to matter. It's a 1v4. We know there's the cleanup from Crazy Gamer. But what a round! Wow.
What an individual play. That's what I would like to say, but it was not. It was on the back of utilities of the entire team, and those nasty peaks, quick scopes, that's what GuardiaN was famous for, and he's showing it to us right now, right here, the reason why he's one of those legends. An outstanding performance indeed to keep God's Reign in the running, to keep a potential of a 7-5 CT half. But how many more of those hero plays can go? That's the question, because now again, we're going to see True Rippers changing the pace. Just have to wait and see how it's going to turn out for them. Apartments. Control has been established. Also the second mid. Everyone on the side of God's Reign just playing it safe, smart. Finn, very low in that HP.
The flash isn't going to be followed up with anything. Rippers, they were trying to find an opening towards B and they finally have one. Is that going to be enough? The answer is no. There's still 4 CTs moving around on that A side. As soon as this man and Boiler goes down, Dice Dealer. Finn, things can change, but Clouda, he managed to trade out information with his teammates. Finn lurking on mid can be a big threat. Because there's going to be a false call out being given to True. Oh no. These late lurks from Dice Dealer change everything. As I was mentioning, there was going to be a fake call out being given to True Rippers that there's going to be no one moving in from mid, but there's one man still there. It's not even going to matter though. Before Finn managed to make his way all the way towards that B side, his teammates are going to be picked off. Last man left on that B position. Defaulter gets the job done. 6-4. True Rippers, 2-round advantage.
And this is Inferno we're talking about, Johnny.
It's not enough on Inferno 2 rounds.
Exactly. 6-6. It's a big win for True Rippers in terms of that macro already.
It's still 50-50. Anyone can take it.
That is true, but with the way things are going, I mean, yeah, there's individual performance from GuardiaN, but you also wanted the players to step up. On the other side, yeah, you can see Kenny popping off in a few of those rounds, but the late lurks from Dice Dealer, Defaulters, Blaze.
I think True Rippers, they can turn monstrous in the second half on that CT side because Mikils definitely has a lot of aggression in him, and you never really expect CTs to push that quickly. It's going to be visible in the second half, but this time around, I think Fired Up, an important start, gets the danger man kennyS out of the picture and Ghost as well. Secondary hopper for True Rippers, at least for now. GuardiaN looking for the third, finds it. Mikils picked off on Banana. But what was True Rippers thinking this round? Look at where the C4 is. They have control of arches. They're all the way in CT spawn, but still look at where the C4 is. They left it on T ramp.
Yeah, but
What were the intentions of this round?
they probably wanted to play around to find a few picks. They lost the numbers, then thought that, you know what, maybe let's just equalize the numbers first, then try and draw the rotation away. And on the back of that intel, they would be going in for the side execute, but that just did not happen.
Maybe, I mean.
I mean, in an attempt to equalize the odds, they just kept on dipping further. That's what happened for True Rippers. On the other end of the spectrum, though, God's Reign would be very happy with that, and their double op were retrieved too.
Strong in the first half, fired up again, pushed up mid. First shot whiffs it. He's going to be forced to back off, and in this particular round, not a lot of hope for True Rippers. 2 Tech 9s, 1 Mac 10, 1 Galil, Deagle to work with. Invested a lot in utility, so it will be important to extract as much value as they can. But it's going to be difficult as well.
That'd be an understatement as a drop down from balcony.
Oh!
Comes in! Oh my god, that
Wow.
flash was brilliant.
Yeah, it was brilliant indeed. Takes off 2 players, blinds them completely on that A side. Now, a lot on GuardiaN. He finds McKills. Important kill of this round. He's moving from A short. The T's have this setup down, this post plant down. All they need to do is just be patient. They have some utility to distract the players, the CTs as well. Crazy Gamer moving from library. GuardiaN on that cart. Needs to be careful. He's going to hop on top of it. But he's being forced into a corner. And yes, the timing is not there. He doesn't even have a kit. And kennyS and Ghost, they find the cleanup. 7-5 True Rippers going into the second half with the round advantage in their hands.
Another brilliant calling being called in, and every single round we were seeing True Rippers going for a very slow-paced approach.
Yeah.
Yes, they were sometimes taking the fights, but they were not committing to a site early on. And this time around, they just changed the pace entirely. But the flash from Defaulter, that was just perfect. And that was an unfortunate position to be in from the side of God's Reign, because they had one of their players who were watching the balcony, but he just ran out of those bullets in the mag.
Slowly scaling towards the apps.
Fired up.
Everyone else from the side of God's Reign just holding back towards T-Ramp and moving banana. Whisper round is where this game can be decided now. If True Rippers end up walking away with the win, but fired up, finds the first kill, looking for the second, knows where the player is inside of apps, but is going to be traded out. Dice Dealer finding the kill. And since he didn't see anyone else, there was a lot of commotion on banana. So the CTs now realize where the execute is going to be, and they counter push mid. Ghost looking for a kill, goes down to GuardiaN. Dualies are definitely quite prominent in the meta, especially in the pistol round. That McKells tries to spam them out, but nice little cross from the T's. They have control of the B side, and C4 is going to be planted.
GuardiaN has picked up the USP for himself, so would want to try and play for that range on the other side. Clouder and Finn, the Glocks. 2v3 situation. GuardiaN has already noted down the position of one of those players, but wait a second, the numbers have been equalized. Ice Dealer wins out the first duel against Finn. It's just Clouder and GuardiaN. CTs need to make a push fast. It's down to 1v2. Just in towards the between the boxes, and that will become his grave.
And this is where God's Reign can switch things around, turn the momentum, turn the tides in their favor. Less True Rippers, yeah, you never expect the CTs to force out a buy like this. So they are going to be a little bit more calm and collect. Wait, no, they are going to force it.
Kenny with the scout in his hand now.
Hey, GuardiaN was able to at least get the first kill when he had a scout round. Let's see what kennyS is showcase. I would be too scared to push up T-Ramp if playing against any one of these players.
He thought maybe that Molly might reach there, but no. Fired up this time around, having a little bit of patience. I love this play, because in the previous one, yes, after he got the first one, I really thought he overheated for a moment to try and force that fight. Could have just backed off at that point and made sure that there's no one backstabbing the team down in banana, because they were pincered at that point. I love the slow approach.
Seems like they have taken too much time, and
Maybe.
Troopers are going to be prepared for them on the other side as soon as they try to breach that B side. kennyS will give the early information with the scout peek, the angle he's holding, and will be down to the players on site who will try to pick off anyone who steps in for that A control. Mikhails goes a little aggressive to find that first kill, stops the initial aggression. Now Defaulter looking for a few more, fails completely, overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of God's Rain player present on that B side. kennyS has to play on the back foot. He's going to be forced back into a corner, in fact. Can't really do much from this position. It's a 4v2, and you don't even have proper weapons.
The scout trying to find those shots. There's this one backstab right below was making a lot of noise, and that's the reason. A good flick coming in, but then a good retaliation. GuardiaN was able to wrap him up, and at the end of the day, it's going to be God's Rain equalizing the round numbers.
And now is when things get extremely tricky for Two Rippers. Because of the force in the previous round, this round they are going to be lacking a lot of economy. So, not everyone is going to be able to purchase anything. I mean, we did see an upgrade for Mikhails. Apart from that, switch up from default, and I think that should be it, yeah. Everyone else is just going to stick to those USPs. I would expect a 5-stack at this point, but it's a 4-1. 4 players on A. And it might just work out. Because A is where God's Rain are heading this time. A nice flash and a double peek from either sides. They find the opening. A brilliant start for True Rippers in what was an eco round. They are just looking to dish out some damage. 1 or 2 more weapons, and I think they should be good for this one.
I was expecting a little more resistance and a few more extra picks from True Rippers, but God's Rain just played it to perfection. Realized as soon as that stack was coming to a close, they backed off a little bit, took a step back. Even though Defaulter's flash was absolutely phenomenal, not losing more members than just one, and fired up also realizing that a player must have pushed up through the apps. Was just ready to take that fight in the window. Crazy gamer though. Be able to find one, the backstab. Yep. And now he also realized the second player coming in, and he will be able to finish all of them off. That's an 8 and 7. God's Rain taking the lead back away from the hands of True Rippers, but we're going to be seeing the investment of the AWP and in the hand of kennyS, and he's on the CT side too.
So let's see though. I mean, so far True Rippers in the second half, they've been struggling, losing 3 rounds back to back. And this is going to be an important one as well, because they lose this and it will become extremely easy for the lads from God's Rain to hit double digits. That might just... I think that I would actually prefer that. That way we get to see Mirage. If God's Rain ends up winning this one.
I've been saying that from the first minute. I want to see GuardiaN versus kennyS for as long as possible.
Big play. Big play for Ghost, but does not really succeed. No unchecked him for at least 2 seconds. Finds the first kill. And kennyS, now this is the iconic position we have seen him in. Takes the first kill, looking for the second. Is going to be pinned out right on site. He managed to stay alive. Still hoping to see if he can spot out one more. There's one player hiding on the corner. Kenny, he sees him, takes the shot, whips it a little. Still Finn, barely there. Pixel of HP. And finally shut down. Mikhails chimes in, and 1 round on the board in the second half for True Rippers.
Finally, after that 3 round consecutively going in for God's Rain, this time True Rippers realizing, adjusting to the game style, and also welcoming them with the AWP. Along with a good support being provided by the rest of the teammates, specifically Mikhails. Rushing out the remaining 2 players as well, so maybe God's Rain would look to change their approach. Still going in for a broken buy though. Got a Tech 9 in the hand, 3 AKs, AWP for GuardiaN. Oh, Kenny finds the first opener, and that's 1 AK down on the floor. Should be retrievable, and on the other side, the double it up too. Already a 2-player advantage. True Rippers, they're holding their space at A, not pushing a lot, and also towards Banana. They're ready to give up the control, but also would be keeping a watch. Defaulter, plays ahead of that smoke a little bit, fires a few extra shots, but those nasty connections through the smoke. Getting down the full push. What a brilliant play. Using the frag to dissipate the smoke for Kenny to find that pick.
Yeah, I feel bad for Finn. He thought he was going to cross over, recover it, and just run back, huh? That is what you were thinking. Not at all, with True Rippers guarding that position perfectly. And I think in the second half, maybe they were just waiting for the buy to come online to have that op on towards Kenny. And everything is pretty sorted now for them. That last round looked actually pretty clean. I mean, I don't think, if you lose your initial entry fraggers through the smoke, there's nothing you can do from there on out. Look at this, double nades lobbed in mid. Will dish out a little bit of damage to the players of GuardiaN, who are on pistols, by the way. So, this is going to be just an upgraded pistol round coming from GDR. And they have sort of spread themselves around on the map quite nicely. I think they are looking, or at least hoping, to see if they can get some isolated picks, cause some economy damage onto True Rippers, but kennyS, positioned in library, shuts down the first player looking to move towards arches. Now Ghost on the A side. He's not alone. Still finds one more. I think it's going to be a quick wrap-up of this round as well. Now kennyS moves towards B. Ghost has swapped positions for him. Now Ghost is playing arches. Still God's Reign. They're looking to move towards arches. I mean, feels like they want to plant the C4 on A. At least get the plant down so that you have that extra bit of cash for the next round.
Yeah, but again, the rotation is also being called. It's a stack place. Oh my god, what a nice shot, GuardiaN. Just the bullet right in the skull, but Dice Dealer, still inside that pit, would be able to mow down the remaining players. And it's all down to GuardiaN. Any pick that he'd be able to find now would be just some eco damage being done on True Rippers, and that's about it. And he'll not be allowed to get even one.
I thought that was just his shoulder that peaked.
Just a shoulder peak is all you need to try and finish all of them off. No armor after all.
Double digits for True Rippers now on the board. And from here, I think things should be a little bit easier. They have to win this buy round. If they win this, then God's Reign will be reset in the next one as well. And that will get True Rippers again in a similar position as they were on Overpass. It will be 12-8 though. I think maybe this time they don't really have the luxury of massive round difference, but can still close it out.
Highly possible. That's a good smoke though, coming out. Stop Finn from burning alive. There's a few shots being fired again, chip damage being done, but look at McGill, how far he has pushed. Checking that Cubby as well. Go towards the log. Ooh, oh my god, and he gets the first pick.
He's gonna get the second as well. I know McGill's. This man is, trust me, he's nasty. And especially when he has someone like kennyS backing him up, he's gonna be super confident.
And I love that they're not overheating at all.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of space that's been taken. Oh my goodness. We already have seeing a timing from God's Reign. Fired up. Should be able to find one at least. No, maybe not. I might have said it way too early. Dice Dealer was just so ready.
Last two players left from the side of GDR. Clouder and Crazy Gamer. Oh, Crazy Gamer gets spoiled out, but that whiffed shot. And he goes for a brilliant punish, but Clouder, pushing Boiler, needs to be careful. Can be caught off guard with just unfortunate timing though. Pushes up short, is going to be prepped for a player in pit. Finds the kill as well on Dice Dealer. But he has Crazy Gamer moving towards this A side along with him. They might have control of A short, but it's 2v3 situation. The C4 has been brought. Smoke lob to cover up library. I think Clouder can find one more kill at least. And Ghost and Default, both of them are low. So a lot of pressure on McGill. He needs to... Well, he's made it all the way through mid. Pushing short again.
This retake needs to be methodical. Oh my goodness, what a peak timing. What a phenomenal peak timing.
Yeah.
That was just perfect. And all you need. God's Reign moving up to 9. They're not letting this lead move even further. True Rippers might be able to squeeze in the buy, but I'm not quite sure about the utilities as they're going for the timeout as well. The discussions will be made. Kenny giving out those instructions, and we even saw him in the previous one. He's a very vocal player,
Yeah.
and for very specific reasons as well. He's got the experience. He knows how to handle these situations.
I like this back and forth. I like this back and forth between all of these players. Because, I mean, for the new viewers, I mean, Defaulter is the default IGL for the team. But with kennyS around, I think the reins have been given over. And he's discussing with the players, all right, this is what I'm thinking. Can you do this for me? Can this push happen? And I think Mikhail's, you just tell him to push, and he's always like, yeah, sure, why not? I like that.
He's the letter P, and he, by default, anticipates what the player means is push forward. And he does that. That's his default setting.
I think probably why Kenny and Mikhail's have been put on the same side. Like, you guys want to play aggressive, you two stick together.
Go. Go. Do your thing.
And they're causing an absolute menace on Banana every single round. God's Reign, they've barely gotten that Banana control with either of these two players still alive. If both of them are out, that's free B-side for you.
True. But here's the thing. Even after not getting a lot of Banana control, God's Reign have been pulling off some amazing rounds.
True. Very true. Also, Dice Dealer, props to him. The anchor on that A side has been phenomenal. He played the T side lurker quite nicely as well. Sitting on 21 kills already, but just a few pixels away from the edge. Peek it, man.
Don't peek it. Use
Not without
the
a flash, of
utils.
course.
Use the utils. Okay, there we go. With the flash coming in, there's a lot of lineups. Kenny not connecting that shot, or maybe he actually did. It was just a ball bang. GuardiaN keeps his life.
Oh, he's going to be quite lucky. kennyS, he's still alive and fired up. Finds an important kill for his team. Down to Mikhail's, and Mikhail's is also going to be shut down towards Coffin. A free B-side snatched by God's Reign from True Rippers. And True Rippers, again, even their economy was in a very horrible situation. So they realize we need to back off, save whatever we have left. Oh, but those two, first of all, props to True Rippers. I mean, they expected, all right, CT smoke, default, right on Inferno B site. You're going to lob two smokes while entering. There's going to be CT, there's going to be a Coffin smoke. You're going to flash this site, Molotov dark, and then move in, dark or orange. And sometimes you're going to molly both positions just to clear them up, flush out any players. kennyS and Mikhail's, both in tandem. They positioned Mikhail's towards CT, Kenny on side. And Mikhail's drew the first shot. He drew all the attention towards him and then just completely backed off inside the smoke, went towards Coffin. kennyS, he had he connected that first shot, I'm pretty sure God's Reign would have backed off for a second, knowing that the op is on site, and then you have the rifler to worry about, who is now just repositioned towards Coffins. So it was a brilliant setup, but God's Reign were just a little bit more precise with their execution of the play.
True.
And that brings us the equalizer, by the way, of the game.
And also, forces True Rippers to very broken by yet again.
Yeah.
Couple of M4s, Famous, pistols to work with. But on the other side, all four AKs actually.
Oh no, Ghost. Oh yes, Ghost. Finds one, looks for the second, and a lot of damage dished out though.
A
This
lot.
can help True Rippers quite a lot.
It indeed can, but yet again, God's Reign slowly moving ahead. They've also got to worry about the defaulter on that lurk, and it's a double lurk coming in from True Rippers. Both the players, the last two remaining players, should be able to recover one more weaponry if possible. On the other side, they've already sent Defaulter to go in for the save. It's just Mikhail's. We're trying to do some economical damage, and he'll be denied that as well. Clouded just too precise with that shot. And that's going to be 11th round for God's Reign. I mean, all our predictions are going to be thrown down in the drain, because they seem to be pulling this map for themselves.
True, and I mean, I expected this. That is what I said when I sat down. I mean, Inferno, Mirage. I'm going to add the Overpass to this list as well. Inferno, Mirage, and Overpass, three of these maps, you can't really predict what is going to happen.
That is true.
Overpass, maybe a little bit more. You need to be a little bit more tactically sound to comfortably be consistent on that map. True. Inferno and Mirage, These maps can take a swing when you least expect it. Never trust the scoreline.
Never. Indeed. I'm gonna keep that in mind. But on the other side though, True Rippers pulling off another timeout. This is one of the most important timeouts out that they have pulled up, because if in case they lose this round, it's going to be God's Reign moving on to the map point. And True Rippers would basically be economically broke.
Yeah.
Yes, this round is basically a must win for True Rippers. On the other side, God's Reign, they've got a little bit of a leeway, but you never want to loosen the leash at all. They'll have to be vigilant. They've pulled a B push through Banana. True Rippers, their B aggression, it was working out. As soon as they took the Banana control, they were also able to somehow put a stack towards the A side, making sure that there's no one pushing, or even if they are pushing, they were going in that too with a punish. And that's exactly what's happening right now.
Early utility exchange. Banana. Why not? Happens every round. This time though, the only switch up is the players from True Rippers. They have 3 stationed on B, 2 on A. They are gonna run out of utility. These exchanges, if they keep going on. Mikils needs to be careful. Position still not compromised, by the way. Mikils did not fire a single shot. It was default to his drawn all the attention to himself. So if Mikils stays alive and hidden in that sandbags, God's Reign, they try to move in without clearing that angle. Mikils can go big. Although, God's Reign switching things up, moving and scaling towards A.
But here's the thing. Now, since McGill is posted up in that angle, seeing True Rippers investing a lot of players towards the A side, and that's where the entire aggression is. A 4v4 on site, that's stacked up. It's going to be a very big bloodbath.
It will be a bloodbath indeed, especially with Fired Up and Clouder. kennyS falls on side as well. Defaulter picked apart.
What?
McKill's now left in a 1v4. No trades, absolutely no trades coming for True Rippers on that A side hold. Even though they had players, all the bodies committed. What a blunder.
I'm going to take back what I said previously. God's Reign were having some trouble on their T side. No, they're not. They are not. If anything, their T side just looks even more refined with each passing map. Skill though. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. My man is farming out here. Those heads.
Yeah, but what's the point?
I mean, at least he'll be able to do some eco damage out there. Yeah,
it's 12 to 10. What economical damage is on 12 to 10?
He took quite a few rifles away. That's one thing I'd say. And he saved one for himself.
Their job is done. I think, yeah, might have just made him feel a little bit more confident in his shooting skills. But at this point, I mean, either the game goes into overtime or... and then True Rippers bring it back, or God's Reign just ends it all in this one. Which actually seems like a very high probability. Considering you have, exactly, 2 SMGs. One on Dice Dealer, one on Ghost. And Dice Dealer, even though he's been quite stint as soon as we came on the CT side, it seems like he's been shut down as well for the last few rounds. Haven't really seen him get a single kill. That count has been stuck on 21 for a while.
Yeah, that is true. And on the back of that broken by no util, this time being used up towards Banana. Brilliant call from God's Reign to end up towards the B side though. The first pick is for True Rippers. They've already found Crazy Gamer. That's some damage being done. Smoke's already used up to make sure that there's no one pushing in from those common angles. A good spray down and a good mow down. True Rippers increasing their advantage.
Have Mikils towards Coffin. Mikils needs to find the opening for his team, but he falls, and that gives away a lot of control of this B retake to True Rippers. But it's going to be Ghost chiming in, and Finn all of a sudden the sole survivor in dark is going to be picked off. A nice play, I have to say, from Dice Dealer, Ghost, and kennyS. 3 men stationed towards CT. Did not expect this retake to work out after Mikils fell, to be honest. I didn't expect the trade to be instantaneous. But still, I think True Rippers, they're going to be happy with this. 12 to 11.
They're going to be very happy indeed, but at the same time, the most crucial round for not just one, both of these teams out there.
Yeah.
Still, they've got enough to pull in a full buy. Yet again, a full house on not just one, but both the sides. Full set of utilities. And I love the fact how True Rippers anticipated that there would potentially be a banana push coming in. And that was because there were no major utilities used up. So God's Rain could just easily scale up towards the banana. Gap in the smoke is what Fired Up has found. There's no one pushing out there in mid. On the other side, GuardiaN taking the space. Again, look at that one positioning. Oh my god.
Ooh, we almost found the kill as well. And McKills, I think, from here on out, is going to be extremely scared to even peek or check anyone. But so much map control gained by God's Rain in mid. Still have to move towards arches. As soon as they breach mid and start taking control of arches, I think this is going to be their round. It's going to be a fake on B-side sold with just one smoke. And now finally, arches is theirs. kennyS moving towards library, wants to find at least one and will be able to. Finds the second through the smoke. This is going to be important. 3v3 now.
That's C4 down.
But look at the lurk from CT spawn. GuardiaN needs to go big. Finds defaulter, and this will cause a little bit of panic, but the trade from kennyS changes everything. C4 has been dropped, as you mentioned, and kennyS is the man protecting it with his life.
Good frag. Slowing it down entirely. kennyS playing for his life.
This is brilliant. Switches up. Here's one more player pouring in from mid. So they can just completely distract the T's, force them to go for a short plant or maybe just play awkward position. And look at this. True Rippers overtime is where we are headed. The C4 has been planted, but Clouder needs to clutch out this 1v2 for the win. Will he succeed?
Oh!
The answer is no. He finds one, but kennyS with an incredible shutdown. And well, here we go for overtime.
And this is the best possible situation for True Rippers to be in. The first overtime of the playoffs. And it's again between God's Rain and True Rippers. In map number 2 of Inferno. Before this series started in the previous series, I mentioned how the games were just getting finished off way too early. Necro mentioned that the games were kind of getting one-sided. Yeah, but the moment I said that, here we are, now in the overtime.
I mean, we had one series that went 2-1 apart from... We only had 2 series so far in the day, but the maps were a little bit more one-sided. But this is what we wanted, right? Nice little back and forth between the teams.
True.
And I think, again, this was the matchup that we expected from as well as far as the teams from the Indian group stages are considered, because even in the Indian circuit, True Rippers and God's Rain are quite evenly matched. But what was that? Kills. The aggression will get punished this time, and GuardiaN hoping for the second. Falls down, but the trade is good.
Oh!
That is extremely lucky.
Exactly. You want to peek into that area yet again. You know there's kennyS. The god of AWP. Look at this player that's going to be coming in towards the A side. Nice dealer.
Oh! That is unlucky.
He almost got that pick. And on the other side, just a mow down now coming in from God's Rain. 4v1. Too much to ask for, I guess.
Yeah, too much to ask for sure. He has a lot of pressure, needs to save that op one way or the other. And especially now, I think True Rippers in this particular round are going to be a little bit confused. Like, hey, what is happening? We keep seeing this one player from the T side on A. Don't know what he's doing in apps, and he keeps getting kills. And yet, there's so much pressure on B at the same time. If they shut down Dice Dealer early, Finn early, then maybe they could have brought it back on B, because kennyS, with how he tried to move, I think he was trying to fall back. But by then, God's Rain had too much control of B side. They were able to push, make sure Crazy Gamer gets pushed in CT, and he sort of got the backstab in. But still, it's still not over. There's still a lot of room to make a comeback. 13-12. Nice start for the overtime for God's Rain on the T side.
We're going to go into the second round of that first overtime. And it's very well mentioned about the point how a lot of map space is given to God's Reign, and they're utilizing it to perfection. The way they're just able to take control of the entirety of the banana. Look, yet again, just 2 players out there. They can invest 3. But just as you previously mentioned, we're seeing a push in the apps as well, and they finally found that lurker. A whack-a-mole game, and they won in that one.
This time the True Rippers, they have the man advantage to work with. The player on banana from the side of God's Reign is going to be forced to fall back, but True Rippers, they can retain a lot of this map control. All they have to do is stop any action on A shot or apps. Oh no, this is going to be perfect. A perfect read from True Rippers. Look at that rotation from A to CT spawn.
Oh my goodness.
Why?
All on the back of that one fake util thrown towards the A. Now we're going to see the execute go in towards B. Yet again, defaulter in the position. Needs to be built out, but what a fiery shot coming in. And it's True Rippers now with the advantage. 4v2. Ratty angle.
Just getting a little too restless. You knew Defaulter was there and Ghost in the crossfire towards Coffin. And yet the push comes from Fired Up and GuardiaN. Both of them do get picked off. 13 to 13. A few mistakes here, a few mistakes there, but True Rippers definitely making the least of the 2 teams in the previous round. I think the idea was quite nice. They found and punished the over-aggression from McKills as well. Numbers equalized, and then the dry peak on B, just making things very easy for Defaulter and Dice Dealer. My apologies. Ghost and Defaulter to clean things up. A lot of damage tanked by Finn.
Both the sides. Dishing out a decent amount of damage. And look at kennyS.
They're trying to sell a fake on A. They smoked off Archers and Cubby on mid. But the problem is that CTs were positioned very aggressively, so they already knew no one was coming mid. So this fake hasn't really been bought by anyone.
Just because one time True Rippers played aggressive in the apps and were able to find a pick, weren't seeing such a proactive lurk from God's Reign, though. This will be around. Boiler! What a shot!
That was a big kill of that round. Especially, you know, whenever the danger man is out of the picture, things do look a little bit easier. But here's the problem. C4 is still in mid, and they haven't got control of either A, they lost 2 players there, or B. We have GuardiaN who's leading the charge. Climbs on top of his head with the up and then shoots him in the... Oh my god, what a peek from Defaulter. That was quick. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. And that one too.
Finally, the lead being taken by True Rippers after quite a while. Took them long enough though, but yeah, now the pressure is going to be on the members of God's Reign. They're on the CT side and still feel that True Rippers on their T, they were able to finish the half at a 7-5 situation.
Trust me, things can become very easy. True Rippers, they need just one plan. Trust McKills.
True.
Because he's had a phenomenal success rate and the first pick rate out of any of the players on the Indian side of things. I think that is one of the reasons why True Rippers are also deemed as the best team in the Indian CS circuit right now. They have a brilliant IGL with a lot of experience in Defaulter. You have this phenomenal player with a lot of confidence in his skills and a lot of matches where he has performed consistently to back it up. In McKills, you have Ghost, who is a little bit shaky on the op, but if he's having a good day, he's having a phenomenal day. Dice Dealer as well is just a brilliant athlete. And the man that is benched today, Rossi. I mean, I don't think Rossi needs an introduction. Everyone knows who Rossi exactly is. One of the best aimers towards the final few Additions of global offensive that we have now in CS2 with True Rippers, he's still dominating.
Right now, it's just the AWP that's dominating everyone in this map.
Yeah, 2 of them. Oh! Ghost. Important kills, but they need to shut down Clouda as well before he does anything. And Clouda, hoping to go big, finds an important kill as well.
That was 2, but look at the late lurk. And he's just found so much space. Crazy Gamer just wants to double up with his teammate. GuardiaN can try and find one. Oh, what a shot from Ghost.
Oh, now falls to Crazy Gamer, 1v1. True Rippers, they need to win this round to bring this game back, and Crazy Gamer gets caught looking in the wrong direction. He was expecting someone to be close left, but there was no one there.
Just one more round away.
Yeah, I think True Rippers, they are getting a little overheated with how it's looking from the conversation that was happening just now. But to be fair, fired up. This was not expected, to be honest. He was the one repeating the same angle again and again. Did it twice, worked out quite nicely. Did it the third time, and the counter push from True Rippers was a little too solid. But it's 15-13 right now. True Rippers, they can close out this match quite easily. And especially considering God's Reign is medium utility, I would say.
Not a lot of heavy investments indeed. And the space has basically been conceded, but GuardiaN still wants the angle. Deals a lot of damage, but could not quite get the pick. Falter, he's lucky he's keeping his life. Fen as well being pushed back. Still looking to find a pick of his own, but the call has been made by True Rippers to converge towards the A site. 3 players will be moving in directly. Oh, mid, and this spray down. The mow down is perfect from Ghost. Catches the player off guard. Uses the util to plus the player. Molly to push him out front, and that's going to be a pick.
Oh, things are getting very interesting. Ghost, brilliant idea, wanted to Molotov pit, but instantly was counter-mollied himself. Ooh. And look at Clouda from top of corner box, finds an important kill for his team. GuardiaN all of a sudden the last survivor for the side of God's Reign. And this can be the end, in fact. GuardiaN, an AWP and a dream, sees the first. The balcony goes for the kill, knows where the second player is going to be as well. A nice little flash pop to expose the player, but kennyS chiming in. And that's going to be the final nail in the coffin. True Rippers 2-0ing